I sold millions of dollars worth of real estate last year, and I've been part of the $1 Million Club for many years at this point. But that doesn't mean that I made millions. So how exactly does that translate to a paycheck? Hey everyone, it's Ashley Lazarian, your local realtor, and I'm back today to discuss how much does a real estate agent actually make? I get asked this question so many times. So many people see the 6% commission of the home sales price and think, wow, that's a lot of money. But the public doesn't always see everything that is behind what that commission pays for. We as real estate agents don't get to bring home that whole paycheck. A 6% commission right off the top is being split two ways. You're going to pay 3% to the buyer's agent and 3% to the seller's agent. Now, depending on where you live in the country, this commission could fluctuate. I know in places like New York or LA, commissions are structured extremely differently than here in the state of Georgia. You as the general public don't see all of the fees that realtors incur, such as the broker's splits or insurance, taxes, and all of the marketing fees. So I wanted to take some time today to share some facts and really bring some clarity to this highly talked about topic. Commissions vary based on the home sales price. So again, it could look very different depending on what state you're purchasing in. Here in Georgia, the average sales price is about $300,000. Somewhere like, again, New York or LA, where the average home sales price is about $1 million, that commission structure is going to look extremely different than it would here. So let's just say that we stick with that $300,000 price point as the average home sales price here in Georgia, and I've taken on this listing. I'm going to earn a 3% commission, which leaves me with $9,000. Now, right off the top, realtors are going to have what we call a brokerage split. Now, every brokerage is different. Some do a 50-50 split. Some do a 90-10. I personally have a 70-30. So right off the bat, I'm paying my brokerage 30% of that commission. Why do we even have these splits? Well, again, every brokerage is different, but a lot of times you will have brokerages that are feeding you leads if you're at that 50-50 split. They cover insurances. I know for me specifically with my brokerage, they aren't giving us leads, but they do cover insurance for us, as well as the fact they're pretty much available to us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We can reach out to them if we have questions, which in this market is extremely important because you have to be very careful in the real estate world with the legal side of things. And having somebody that's in your corner to protect you, to help you with questions, is a big deal. So again, breaking up that 70-30 split brings me to $6,300 after paying my brokerage. Now, there are marketing costs, obviously, when listing a home, or at least there should be. When you list with me, one of the first calls that I'm going to make is to my videographer and photographer. We only get one shot at showing the home online, which is where most people are searching for homes these days. So you want the home to look its absolute best. Getting professional videography and photography is a must in my opinion. Once we have those photos, realtors are going to take their time and put those into postcards, flyers, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads. There's endless places that we can run these ads and get the word out that your home is listed and up for sale. Then there's the open house itself. Now, I can't speak for every realtor, but for me personally, I have signs and banners and balloons that go out. I have coffee and donuts for people as they walk in. So it's just something extra to make buyers feel at home when they come take a tour. Now, in Georgia, we have the FMLS as well as the Georgia MLS. These are listing services that we input your home just to make sure that it gets out to the masses. This is what feeds into Zillow or Realtor.com, Trulia, those things. And they do charge realtors to put your home in the listing service. There's just so much more to listing a home than putting up a for sale sign in the front yard and a lockbox on the door. And then there's the cost that none of us can ever seem to get away from: taxes. We as realtors have to make sure that we set aside a certain percentage of each and every commission check that we receive. Now, I'm not going to pretend that I had it all together from the start. Being an entrepreneur and your own boss, you have to be very disciplined. And there's nothing like your CPA coming to you and saying, okay, Ashley, you owe X number of dollars in taxes, only to realize, I don't think I have that. And if I give that all to you, I don't think I'm going to be able to eat. Let that happen to you once, you'll start to get a little bit more serious about running your business like a business. So let's take a look at those final numbers. I started off selling a $300,000 house. I received a 3% commission, which brought me in about $9,000. I immediately split that with my broker, and they took 30%, which brought me to about $6,300. Well, I have to pay my taxes, and I also spent $1,000 doing marketing for the home to make sure that it gets great exposure, videography, photography, and those listing information pieces that we talked about. So I'm left with roughly about $3,800 after my $9,000 initial. This is one of the most popular questions that I get asked, so I really do hope that this video helped to bring some clarity for you. If you still have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I really appreciate your time, and thanks for watching. Until next time.